Hello everybody and welcome. I am the Beta Plan and this is our Sun and Shadow estate within the Darkest Dungeon. Well, actually not this, to be honest, because this is the farmstead in which, yes, I've once again gone into endless mode with the same team as I did last time. I know I said I would try another team and I have tried another team, but oh, that didn't go too well, let's put it that way. So I'm back in this team because I wanted to get a few more crystals because well, before I go to that reason, I wanted a few more crystals. So I went in again and currently I am at 336 kills, so I'm already quite a bit further than I was last time. And this time, well, it's going very, very good. I say that now, and now that I've started the video, of course, it will go wrong. But there is much more to tell you and show you than just these 336 kills. That's cool and all, but why is it going so well and what is going on? Well, first of all, you may notice these two trinkets, which you may not recognize, and that's because after this video, after this another endless try mode, I got another 5 mods installed. Yes, I went there. I installed another 4 class mods. Which one they are? The werewolf, the snake charmer, the librarian, and I forget the last one at this moment. I don't know how she's called, but she's a lady in white with a healing. You'll see her. She's pretty awesome looking. I haven't used him yet because I can't get out of this endless mode because it's going so well, and that's partially, of course, because you do see me here. Death's Door, and 2 Virtues. This man has become powerful, and powerful adds plus 25% damage, so it's amazing that the leper got this. He got this mainly because of, well, he has the worry, so he was getting so much stress I couldn't even prevent it. Now you could say, oh my, OMG, what a lucker. Well, I also got for this guy, for instance, that he became fearless? No, not fearless, that would be a good thing. Fearful. So he got a bad one, but I have a jester here who totally sang him back down to normal levels, and thus I removed that current affliction. My Vestal Eason has one, but unfortunately it is also powerful, and unfortunately powerful gives damage, which I really don't need on her. Besides, it's actually all kind of negated because I have minus 33% damage because of this trinket. So, yeah. Besides, I have Death's Door. Regardless, it's going pretty well. I am suffering from a little bit of bleed that I'm just going to handle. And, well, on top of those 4 class mods, I installed a mod that brings in more ancestral trinkets. That you are not the first one. And that is true. This is our 3rd playthrough. And these are the letter and the quill, the ones that you see in the beginning of the game, given to you. And I think these are the Crimson Core trinkets, because they are also a set. Now, you could say, oh my... why would you download even more trinkets? I mean, there are already many already, and would you even use them? I don't know if I will use them. You're very right, because plus 10% dodge, plus 10 dodge, plus 5% protection for 10 stress, and 10 damage just for 10 stress is not really worth it, to be honest. I mean, 10 damage I can see it, but there are enough trinkets that do damage that don't have this, and do a little bit more on top of that while having 10% stress. So it does seem like this is a really weak combo. But then again, I wasn't going anymore into the courtyard, and yes, you hear me right, I'm complaining about not having to go into the courtyard, but simply there weren't many trinkets to collect, and I'm still doing this endless mode thing in which you collect through of these rare trinkets, and I don't know if I have the Gunslinger's Buckle, I think so. I think I have the Spike Collar. I certainly don't have the Pagan's Talisman, because I was never finding the Pagan, the Fanatic, so... yeah. But I'll bring this along. These 2 might be scrapped. And look at the crystals. Yeah, that's also in part because I'm rocking a little bit of a different trinket set. And that's I bought the Cluster Pendant, giving me 25% extra charge plus 15% stress. But that 15% stress is negated by the Bright Tambourine. But yeah, so a little bit less... recovery of our stress, but it worked out for now. I am bleeding. I am going to leave that on for now. I have bandages to solve it, but I'm not really willing to do that. Oh, and it's a blazing. I don't care about the blazing so much as that it brings coves creatures. Well, this could be the very end of my run, simply because it's a cove, and a cove is just really bad against this team because, well, unfortunately, the big thing that is dragging me down are these diseases. Sky Taint, plus 20% stress, minus 20% bleed, minus 50% bleed. I have like no resistance versus that bloody arterial pinch from the big guy. He's not around here right now, so perhaps I shouldn't care about it too much right now, but I am still going to do this. That's a stress wave, that should be fine. It's interesting that this guy always goes for the Jester, so that should be okay. And I didn't want to put in extra damage here just yet, because I kind of want to avoid, certainly this guy, from taking too much additional damage. Well, time to go into revenge mode here. And yes, I could theoretically bring down some stress, but I also really want the speed, because this guy would otherwise bring me more stress than I could handle. So for now, there are 2 stress dealers on their side, so I have to focus on this. 31 damage, that's pretty good. That's not enough. Ouch. And she has to do this in order to prevent another nasty thing from happening. Off-skilter jig. That is horror. No, that's just a straight up... No, it's stress and horror. Lovely, lovely. That's not good for us. You're taking a discounted damage and you're bleeding, of course, because you have like no bleed resistance. Okay, this is bad. Fine, we're going to have to start stress healing. We have to. There is nothing else for it. We are getting quite a lot of nice boons, because I have 2 people that are powerful that also give boons to everybody else, so I'm pretty happy about that. That I'm not happy about, to be honest. Thank you very much. Oh man, alright. You need to recover a little bit. Come on. Yeah, this guy always targets the Jester, that I've noticed. I think that's kind of a weakness they build into him, like he doesn't like the competition or something. But there we go. You are at least gone. Spearfishing. That's quite alright. Ow. The bleed is too strong this way. I need to stress relief though as well. Normally the stress relief moments for me are when we hit the true farmstead itself. But right now, don't see the chance for that. I really need to do it now, or otherwise I'm just not available. I won't be able to survive the next little bit of damage. There we go. Crit as much as you can, by all means. I'm just gonna leave this guy up for now. Even though he is doing quite a bit of damage. He actually resisted the bleed there. Come on, folks. You gotta keep with me here. That bleed is so crazily annoying. Yeah, this is going to be a bad damage round, that's for sure. There we go. And soon we will start to do less crits, because we haven't been buffing with the Jester in a long while, so... And I already... Ah, darn it, that's too bad. Recently I got myself a nice stress relief curio, which relieved 60 stress of everybody, but it wasn't even enough to cure everybody. I had so much stress after fighting, I think, the second sleeper it was. Or at least it was a boss that had given me incredible amounts of stress. And this off-skilter jig hitting me is just very, very annoying. You all could use a little bit of health. Come on. And there's a dodge. Yeah, the buffs are... Will you please target someone else? It would be nice. If this wouldn't be like my swan song. It's just like he's... This guy. This guy is horrible for this team because of the low amount of bleed resistance that I currently have. There we go. Nice, thank you for the buff. I'm still going to heal you. There we go, there's a crit. There's a better group heal, but of course now we have done very little in the way of damage. Tidal Slam, I like that. In comparison to getting material pinched. But I think we need to kill 1 or 2 more before the next wave is... until we get another moment of respite. This is the arterial pinch. This is such a nasty attack. But he does it on somebody that actually has bleed resistance, so I'm really cool with that. But yeah, we have no way to lower protections, to ignore armor, and that is just... that's just horrible, because now he is even more protected. It's all around bad. See how little damage I do, and there it is, beyond time and space. So I didn't even need to do that. I actually had to... But normality is restored. Alright, here is where we need to recover everything. Now these guys don't do enough damage that I can start doing revenge again. Thank you for choosing him instead of him. That is a stress attack, which is dodged, which is really nice. Thank you very much. Game is trying to help me out a little. But yeah, these bandages, they have been depleted thanks to all these arterial pinches. That's the only reason why they're so low as they are. And I've noticed that that is way more important than anything else that I brought with me. That is an amazing amount of dodging. Normally you don't get, you're not that lucky. And here, 1 hit is 26 stress. And that is what I'm currently dealing with because these guys are so stressed out from everything else. Yeah. Let's take it.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Please, don't. Normally they're a little bit more of Caesar's labor instead of all this wicked soda seeds. And unfortunately, this one doesn't seem to this particular type of boon that we have been given for surviving all these attacks doesn't seem to be capable of lowering stress directly, as some of the virtues do have the ability to do so. I should say. There we go. And currently we are not buffing, which is lowering our accuracy, which is rather annoying. And thus I will hit less, and thus I will crit less, and thus I will have less stress relief that way. But I feel direct stress relief is needed right now. Nice. Every time you hit a double hit, you take away so much of their damage and stress that you have a round to recover. And this is why I think the leper combination is rather good. Because you get 1 round in which they don't add additional enemies on the board. And you can start really working towards solving your problems. There we go. Now from the Vestal, if you could get a... Nope. No crit in order to get some stress relief. Still moving along, moving along. That's too bad. Of course that's a crit. And of course there is just not enough damage to kill them. Yeah, 20, because he got Sky Taint. Because I didn't need fight a thing from the stars as well as one of the bosses. So, that is annoying. Those diseases that give me stress is No bueno. I think this might be the last round, so we should consider that and take that into consideration when we make our decisions here. I wonder if that buff goes over into the next fight.
Confluence of skill and purpose.
Ah, darn it. I had hoped to actually stun him. There we go. I think this is stress relief. Yep, there we go. Haunting, no. No bueno. Oh, this is really no bueno. This guy is going to be...
In a twisted refraction.
It is him that has caused us several issues. Yeah, you and your stress attacks. And you with you just brought me several diseases. Not the Skytane, but every other one came from these type of piggies. And these diseases are just... Frankly, they're killing me because of the negative debuffs they give and the amount of stress given. There we go. Power! Power! I hope that he will do trot retreat, the guy in the front. And then these two then come in the front and that we have a moment. Yep. This thing almost never hits. I've seen it like hit once. And now it's time to buff speed. We need to be faster than they are. And hopefully a double crit. No, unfortunately not. Not taking any chances. Killing that. Are you first? Yes, amazing. There we go. Bull Rush, that's gonna do some damage. Certainly if it's a crit. That Seeds of Madness is annoying because it's really hard to hit.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Good. So the crystal will die. That's what I needed. I needed to do the Jester to do that, or otherwise we would be in doo-doo. Trot retreat? No, crushing backhand. Nice. Oh, you pretty little thing, you. Recovery time. That is why I love this area, or the ruins to be given to me in over anything else but the cove. And the cove just mainly for the bleed issue. Although this guy, now I think he has been buffed in the latest patch, because he can now, once he has marked you, he can do a serious amount of damage. There we go. But he won't get that chance now, will he? Possible. Because I did one attack and I wanted to do you. And one I missed. The horror is so annoying. But I do want to bring her stress down because it's getting a little large. And she won't make the crits like the other guys will. And they crit me and they give me the creeping cough. What does this do? Minus 20% damage. That's not too bad. Not too bad for the Jester. Damage is not his big thing, though. Just didn't help very much with the nasty little crystal. If only I had done you properly. Doesn't say that I would have hit all. Oh, double howl. Ooh, I almost want to give the worries there to my Vestal. But as you can see, stress is like really the biggest culprit in this. Darn it. That is really annoying. Stress is the biggest culprit in these dungeons that can kill you. And normally I love to buff and buff and buff with the Jester, but I've just been begging the game for more stress curio reliefs, because I'm just not getting enough of them to keep up with the amount of stress they are adding, throwing my way. Yes, please do rent, by all means. I'll take the bleed anytime. I'm actually going to do this even. Just give me a moment here. See if we can stun you. Yep, there we go. Now hopefully you won't get too good of a backup. Nice, a crit. That's good. Some stress relief. How long will this horror last for? Not very long anymore. Oh, I should have done on him. He gets way more horror than this guy. And yes, the horror, the bleed damage also gets magnified when you do revenge. There we go. Killed that at least. Oh, Skivar. Right. That could be presenting us with a lot of damage. Bleed damage, which we're not good against. Nice that that is a dodge. That's not good. Yes, please give us a boon, because apparently we are failing. You are not too good against stuns though, so ooh, but you made it this time.
Well struck.
There we go. That is pretty good. We can pray on the Jester, okay.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Did you get stunned? No, you did not.
A victory.
Oh, darn it, it leaves a corpse this time. In that case, I'm just gonna do this. There is a chance that he will randomly move himself forward. Nope, this is the most annoying attack that he has, but it didn't do as much damage as it can. Because it didn't land on a single bleed, and we get a crit, so that's pretty good. And you keep critting me as well. Seeds of Madness are no problem. That's actually going to be a boon for us, I think. You know what? Let's go with this. I think that might be useful. At least I hope. No, it's not. Oh, we resist everything.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
He lives with 1 HP. 1 HP. Lovely. Nice dodge. Thank you very much. You're not too much of a problem, except that you've started in the back. That is a problem. Well, we should now have speed on our side. And this moves you to the back. Unfortunately, it's to the far back where we can't really hit you anymore. But it may allow me to have a lucky effect with that guy. We'll do Trot Retreat. No, he does Bull Rush. Alright. In the third position again.
Impressive.
Darn it, resists. Then the Vestal has to finish it.
A singular strike.
Well, stress-wise we're now doing pretty good. That's a quadruple dodge. That is amazing.
A devastating blow.
We might get to go beyond time and space already. Yep, that kill just put it over the edge. We have no bonuses around here, but we do keep the bonuses now from the Jester around, so we are actually doing every time a little bit better in stress regain. And you have to really, in order to do this endless mode, you have to understand when to do it and when not to do it. And that is complicated, I can tell you. It's not easy for me as well. Don't make this video think that I'm good, because that would be too much credit. There are people that have hit over 900. I'm at 365. I am not, like, amazing. You have so low resistance versus stunning, but I can't reach you. You get stunned. Good. So now we can revenge it up in here. Hopefully start with many crits. And feel good. Ooh, what is that again? Protections? Yeah. Speed and protections. But we have so much speed that it should not be a problem. And that is. That so the siege is just 26. This is just nuts. Because it takes 2 turns away from the Jester to do anything. But there is a double hit. That is really good. In fact, I think the HP is high enough that I won't need to heal right now. And that is amazing, because you can buff way too much. And the lower guy tends to die instantly, where you tend to have enough HP that I can't instantly kill you. So this is really, really good. Voila, now you're, I think, at the beginning of the stress level when we started with this level. There we go. We now lack a bit the speed buff. I think we only have it for 1 more round. But for the rest we should be fine. Look at that. Very pretty. Bit unfortunate, but that can happen. We'll start again with the buffs. That's a crit. I had kind of hoped that that would have been a crit there already, so that this creature would have been gone. And I mean thereby not forming a corpse, so that I could have hit the horse. That was the idea. So I'm going to do it like this. Hopefully then a crystal will form here. And then at least we can do 1 area of attack on the horse. Before it starts ramming into us. There it is. Oh, just failed to kill the horse. And after trample they can do a pretty massive attack that is rather painful. So get ready for that. I've had like double crits coming out of it, but sometimes it goes well. I've never seen it miss though, I think. Possibly I should have done there a little bit of the right thing there. Oh, there it is, trample. Whoa, that's alright, alright. This is a little bit annoying that he went to that position that he went. Because now we need to go here. And we need to wait on the Jester, who's instantly going to kill that in order to make up for it. We'll organize this properly. And then, boom. 2 Seeds of Madness. How wonderful. I'm just gonna think this is better stress recovery right now for him. Double crit for stress relief. Very nice. And this guy I've never seen being missed. No, actually, I think I saw that once. Should not be telling lies, but yeah. We have recovered our stress issue. We're now doing really nice. Oh, no crit at all there. That's noticeable. Vestal, will you go for the horsey? Yes, you will. Try and stun him. I mean, he has better stun resistance, but it's always nice. Fall to the ground. Alright. If we can get a nice crit, the horse will die before it becomes an issue. Nope. And now we can't hit him. If only we had a leopard that would ignore stealth. Then we could have done it, but no such luck. And unfortunately, I think he will do damage before we get out of this. Well, that's an okay one. Shovel is a bit annoying. Ooh, he's not the last to attack. Alright then. Boom. Also to the front. Vestal can, however, not do anything on this position, so we have to turn around. That's always annoying when this happens. And we can't see him. But this is not the end of this area, which I kind of had hoped now. Because then I wouldn't have had to deal with this. And we're going to get shoveled again. So actually, perhaps it would have been better to keep the Vestal in the position that she was, counting on that a shuffle would take place. But yeah, we'll have to see. Trample. There's a crit. And then it does beyond time and space, of course, after the crit. But it's going well enough that I shouldn't be complaining too much, but still, come on. Well, for the next boss fight, take this. And I am going to put 2 food into you. Just to have you a little bit more protected. Gleaming and a boss fight. It's a thing from the stars. How wonderful. Not. Well, it's a good end to a video, but yowza, really? This guy caused me a lot of trouble last time. It was him that caused me to have all kinds of stress issues. And moreover, he gives Sky Taint, which is just a horrible disease to get. Yep, there it went. There you almost want to apply to it to us again. That is a crit on just the right person. That is just amazing, luckily for me. That is a low Vorpal strike for when you take into account that when he would do extra damage. Alright, you need to be stress relieved, but how I do that I don't know yet, because I do want the speed buff to be high. I got also, this is the third fight I think I do in here, I got one time lucky hitting him like from a little over the 50 into immediately like the super low zone because of a crit of about 60 damage or something. So let's see what we... 78 damage. Which probably puts him immediately in high protections area. Yeah, that was actually a little too hard. He's trying, man. He's trying to stress this guy out. The last time he did it, he caused my Vestal to go into too bad shape, but luckily she got a virtue. Yeah, you can see how much stress one of these guys adds. And now I'm just doing shithole versus his damage. So I'm not going to go for crits anymore. I'm going to try and see whatever I can do to recover a little bit of stress with the Jester. It's another crit. Thanks. Not. And a base debuff as well. Just trying to now annoy the Vestal. Well, luckily we already got all the virtue checks. And gleaming isn't very good for us. I mean, it's bonus to healing skills, which is nice, but this guy isn't really doing us a lot of damage in the form of HP damage. He's just doing a lot of nasty stress damage. Alright. That's 5 damage. Every damage counts. That's a dodge. He already has Sky Taint, so you can't really do anything more to me. The Blight is me. But look again how stressed my team was. At the beginning of this video, I recovered everything, and then boom! I'm nearly back at... I think I'm even worse off than the beginning. I again need to beg the game for group stress recovery curio. He doesn't have much HP though, but... yeah, next round he is probably dead. So this little marathon is going to go even longer. You didn't see much of the new... of the new mod, Considering that, well, you only see 2 trinkets of one of the mods that I installed, the Ancestral Lineage mod, but don't worry, more's coming. What the heck? That's new! I'll kill them both immediately. Well, that's probably because of the uniqueness here that you have to finish your round. That was awkward. This is over the next round. That's no longer worthy of using an anti-venom on. And then heal yourself. Nice crit. So round it off. Well, don't mind if I do. Even war crystals. Crusader's orders we already have. We're definitely not going to take that along. I think we have the gunsling buckle, so I'm going to do it like this. I really am not sure on the spiked collar, so I'm still considering that. But yeah, let's do a little bit of the camping, and then I'll leave you to it. I'm sorry that this video, in a sense, is a bit again like the same of what I did before.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
You know, I'm actually going to do this. Although I've constantly eaten 2 now, sometimes you do find this lucky place where you actually manage to find some food. But yeah, all companions, 1 companion plus 20. It is overall better, but all companions, I think prey is a good thing. But who is going to hit this stress? You would almost say one of them, right? Reflection is 6. Mockery is 2 only. And this is 3, so that should work out. So... No! Yeah, that hit him hard, but... do this. Do this, and his stress has been managed more or less. You know what, yeah, I'm still going to do this. Even that leaves that one guy with a little bit of stress that does buff the lepers at least a little bit. Minus 15% stress, plus 50% protections, accuracy, and crit. And the recovery has been done, but thanks to campfire. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm sorry there wasn't much something new, but at least, well, we're going for a record here. Let's see where this ends. My 10th loop going in, and oh boy, the crystals. Which is probably at a certain point when I'm going to end it like, I've had enough crystals now. I still can go on for quite a while. And I hope to see you in the next episode. Perhaps then, at the end of this run, and then I can show you some of the new mods afterwards. I say thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.